In this video, we're going to be talking about one of the most common reasons that traders fail, and that's knowing when to be in the market and when not to be in the market. Stay tuned for the intro. We're going to talk about it. Let's go.
Yeah, this is where I wanna be. Live my life like a vacation. Every night I'm
You can be whatever you wanna be. You can do whatever you wanna do. All you gotta do is put the work in and sit back and watch your dreams come true. You can be whatever you wanna be. You can do whatever you wanna do. All you gotta do is put the work in and sit back and watch your dreams come true.
All right, so let's talk about it. When to be in the market and when not to be in the market. This is such a big topic because a lot of traders, especially new traders, they want to be in the market every single day. And really, I don't even blame you, because when I was a new trader, I wanted to get so good at trading that I felt that I needed as many reps as possible. I felt like I needed to be basically in the gym every single day if I wanted to perfect my jump shot. Let me tell you why this can be productive and also counterproductive at the same time. The market has conditions in which the probabilities or the odds may not be in your favor. As a day trader or a swing trader, whatever type of trader you are, you want to make sure that you're not gambling. You want to make sure that you're taking calculated risk, and you want to make sure that you're consistent with good habits. Now, here's the issue. The market is not always going to put the odds in our favor. In fact, in most cases, they stack the odds against you. So how do we take advantage of this? How do we put the odds in our favor consistently? We have to realize when there's high probability trading conditions and when there's low probability trading conditions, because every single day in the market, it's not going to be perfect price action. So we want to take advantage of those days that are perfect price action, and we want to skip those days that are not perfect price action. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this once we hop on the charts. So on the screen, we have two boxes here. We have a blue box, one that says low resistance, and we have a red box which says high resistance. And I'm going to give you guys a visual on the difference between these two. What you want to do is you want to be taking trades in low resistance market conditions. You don't want to take trades in high resistance market conditions because that's going to make things more difficult for you. So to give you an example, just peep this. You have a low, a high, let's say it takes liquidity, and then it just shoots to your target. It doesn't play around. It basically just gets there. And that's what you want in the trade. You want to trade, you want the price action to be very decisive on what it's trying to do. You don't want to be guessing and trying to figure out like which way is the price going to go. High resistance, this is what you're looking at. Goes up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, when you're looking at these two market conditions, in a low resistance market condition, you can clearly see that price has made its decision on which way it wants to go. With high resistance, you can't tell if this thing wants to go up or down. Now, there are strategies in which you can trade high resistance market conditions, like a breakout trader or a break and retest. I personally don't trade that way. This over on the left side, the low resistance, that's going to be more my cup of tea. You know, that's where I make my money at. When price is decisive, it knows which way it wants to go, and I don't have to guess. The high resistance market conditions, you're going to have to guess a lot which way this thing wants to go in. That's really not the vibe for me. So let me give you guys some examples of what this looks like. Low resistance liquidity pool. Look, price goes up, makes his mind up on which way it wants to go. Easy. Price decides which way it wants to go. Easy. High resistance, consolidation, price just going sideways. You can't tell if this thing is going to break out and drop down here. Even when it does, look, it starts going back up. You can't tell if it's going to break out to the top. When it looks like it does, it starts coming back down. That's going to lower the chances of the trade going in your favor, and that's not what we want to do. So how I start my day every single trading day is the first thing I do is I go to forexfactory.com. If you don't know what forexfactory.com is, it's a website that's going to tell you when there's news in the market. And the reason that this is important is because when there's a big news event or a big speaker like the Fed chair right here, Fed chair Jerome Powell testifies 10 a.m. this morning. What that means is the market is probably going to be very lethargic until he talks, until he tells us what's going on with our dollar bill and the currencies. It's going to be slow in the market. And when the market is slow, it's going to start going sideways and consolidating. High resistance liquidity runs. Let me show you guys a couple examples of what high resistance and low resistance looks like with candlesticks. This is low resistance. You see this, it goes down and it goes up. It has its mind made up on which direction it wants to go. Down, up, but it's not doing this right here. You see these small candles where price really isn't going anywhere? That's very high resistance. It has a lot of swing points here. Swing points, swing points, swing points where price may get there and turn around. That's not what we want as a scalper. As a scalper, we want these big energetic moves. We want price to be decisive on what it's doing. We don't want it to go sideways and barely move for 30 minutes at a time. That's going to lower the odds of the trade going in our favor. High resistance liquidity runs, high resistance market conditions. Let's zoom in right here to this blue box. This is the NASDAQ. Now I trade gaps, I trade inefficiencies, imbalances in price. And with this price action, there's barely any gaps. Yeah, price may be trending down, but look at the speed that these candles are moving. They're barely moving anywhere. They're very small candles. They're not, you see these big candles, price clearly wants to go down. Here, it's going down, but it's barely moving. The candles are barely moving. That's why me as a scalper, I trade the NASDAQ. I don't trade during Asia session, which is around like 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to like 12 a.m., 1 a.m. because for the NASDAQ, price just goes sideways. It doesn't really go up or down. It's not really decisive during Asia session. So that's why I stay away from it. You can look at every Asia session and you see like small candles, price not really going anywhere, just going sideways. And if price is just going sideways, that means it's not moving up or down. I can't really make no money like that. That's not the vibe for me. So all of these low probability conditions, barely any gaps. When it does fill a gap, instead of rejecting and making its way in the direction that it's supposed to, it'll just consolidate, wick, fake people out, make people emotional. These are high resistance trading conditions. We want low resistance trading conditions. We want price to be decisive so that we can get in the market and make our profit. We want, I don't want to say it's easy. I mean, nothing's easy in the market, but we want price to be very decisive so that we can be decisive on what to do with our risk and our capital. If price is indecisive and it's just going sideways and it doesn't know whether it wants to go up or down, it's going to make a lot of traders, especially new traders, it's going to make you very emotional. You're going to over leverage, you're going to over risk, because price is going to look like it's going to respect your setup, but once you get in, it's going to start consolidating. It automatically makes you trade 50-50, and a lot of people blow their accounts by trading in consolidation. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you cannot trade in high resistance market conditions. I'm not saying that you can't win in high resistance market conditions, but the truth of the matter is that it's very hard to be consistently profitable when price is consolidating, unless you're just trading a strategy that's meant for consolidating market conditions. If the price is going sideways, you don't know if it's going to go up or down. That's 50-50. You can only buy or sell. So if you don't know whether price is going to go up or go down, then you're indecisive, just like the market is. And your probabilities are not going to be on your favor. You're not going to have that edge that you have when the market is trending. That's pretty much all I got for this video. I just wanted to hop on here and show you guys, especially my new traders, what a high resistance market condition looks like and what a low resistance market condition looks like, because I always try to avoid high resistance and I always try to execute in low resistance. As you see, you know, price is decisive here. Gets here, drops, we know which way it's going. Fills all of this in to the left, all of this imbalance. It doesn't have a lot of roadblocks on the way down. It's just, it gets there quick. Same thing here. It gets there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you want to be looking for as a scalper. You don't want these conditions where the candles are small, it's wicking, it's indecisive. That's not going to be high probability for you. I'm going to post a couple of my trades that I've taken in the past on the screen so you guys can see what low resistance market conditions look like. This is what we want to execute in. This is how we be consistently profitable. We avoid days when we know there's a chance for price to be consolidating or high resistance. That's all I got from this video. I hope you guys was able to get some value from it. I hope you guys was able to learn when I like to be in the market and when I don't like to be in the market. Till the next one, I'm out.
you.